Hey, welcome to Riding Shotgun Memorial Day Weekend Edition. Tuesday, May 29th. Out here on the farm. Man, we've had an unbelievable start to the growing season. I don't know how it is where y'all are, but not only in crops, but the annuals we've planted have gone nuts. The herbs I've planted, my basil is, it's like it grows 4 inches a day. Oh, it's been crazy. Just a good amount of rain and a lot of warmth. Elfie's along today. She's running around here, losing her mind. And you might see some round bales of hay up here too. Our farmer mowed the waterways, and somebody, I guess, wanted to bale the grass into round bales of hay and feed somebody's horses. I don't use round bales, so they didn't interest me, but if you see them in the rearview mirror as we as we motor through the farm, in fact, there's a couple of them coming up here, you'll know what they are. Well, it's weird. Holiday weekends are always weird to me. I lose track of time. It seems like a Monday, it's a Tuesday. This is my kind of countdown week, you know. My final day at the Herald Review is Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I got to get my desk cleaned out. It's weird. It's going to be really weird Thursday. I don't know if it'll be emotional. Could be. I mean, when you walk out of a building you've been walking in for that many years and leave a desk you've sat at for that many years, you know, there's nothing special about the desk. There's nothing really, I suppose, that special about the building. But all of a sudden, you know, handing over your security thing to get through the doors, and that's going to be a little bit different. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of weird, and so we'll see what happens. I will definitely be writing a Sunday column for the Herald Review, at least whenever I'm in town. I said, you know, I want to commit to 52 of them because I'm going to do some traveling. The retirement part of it is real, and you know, so we'll see. I would suspect that over the course of a year, if I wrote 46 of them, let's just say, I don't know if that's the right number, that particularly when we get to August, when training camp starts, or even late July, when Big Ten Media Day is coming around and so forth, we get into the football cycle of things. A lot of them will be Illinois related, football, basketball, you know the drill. But some, you know, they've encouraged me to write some too that aren't even about sports, and you know, every once in a while I'll get a wild hair about something and write about it, and so there may be some of those too. I hope you'll follow along, herald-review.com webpage, or continue to follow me on Twitter, and I'll post them when I've written one, and we'll still be able to have some kind of a dialogue. I'm also posting a different email address because my Herald Review account will no longer exist, and so marktupper52@gmail.com will allow you to share your thoughts, and we've always had a pretty good dialogue there, pretty good rapport there. I'm not going to be employed by anybody, so I don't have to put up with any idiots. And you know what? Throughout my career, I've been very fortunate to have a minimum of idiots. There's a few people out there that just like to complain about everything. I know some of them personally, and that's just who they are. And so, okay. But anyhow, stay in touch that way if you'd like to. A rough weekend for the Illini. Golf team is out, despite the terrific play of Dylan Myers, and the baseball team didn't get in the NCAA tournament. That was disappointing. I don't follow it that closely, but just listening to people who do follow it more closely seem to feel like the 2 victories over Indiana would get them in the tournament. They were listed as one of the last 4 out, so that didn't happen. Man, this corn is just growing like crazy. Holy moly. Oh, here's more round bales back here. I haven't been back here since they did this. Anyhow, so a tough deal there. Brent Spillane what an unbelievable season that kid had for Illini baseball. 23 home runs, hit 389. His slugging percentage was out of this world. You know, just tremendous. I was hoping that he would get a chance to do something exciting in the NCAA tournament, and it's just not going to happen. So, where are you, Elfie? Elfie gets down in front of the truck here, and obviously I don't want to run her over, but she doesn't show herself, and so I can't see her, and I don't really want to roll it. Where are you, girl? There you are. I see your butt bouncing around. Okay. And you know, I just hope that he would get in and get a chance to do something heroic in the tournament, and obviously that's not going to happen. I'm sure that's really disappointing to the team and the coaches and so forth and so on. So right around the corner now, with June 1st on Friday, is going to be the start of football camps for Lovie Smith, and basketball camps for Brad Underwood, getting going there too. Basketball recruiting continues. I'm really surprised we haven't heard about a fifth-year grad transfer. I know there's been a lot of names tossed around, but I just thought that would happen. You know, just once Bryce Golden didn't commit, I thought, and once the Francis Okoro situation was cleared up, I just thought that would be okay next day, next 2 days. But that hasn't happened, so we'll have to see what's going on. I'm going to go over there on, I think I maybe mentioned this last week, on June the 6th, Josh Whitman is having a media, I'm calling it a roundtable, but maybe it's more of a press conference. I don't know how he'll set it up, but basically a state of the state. You know, here's where we are in this, here's where we are in that. I appreciate that. It's nice of him to be accountable to the fan base and let people know where things are. I expect we'll hear about hockey being pushed back a little bit. I expect that we'll hear about Ubben and some monies being raised for that project. I expect we'll get an update on the Football Performance Center, and we'll see what else he might have up his sleeve. He may have a couple of other surprises. I don't know, but that will be fun. And I'm going over to that because even though I'm done theoretically, I want to stay informed and connected a little bit, and that's a good way to do it. Those sessions are always very productive, not only the actual session, but sometimes the side sessions, and a chance to network with a lot of people and a lot of my sports writer and broadcaster buddies. Oh, I forgot that hole right here. Did I get around it this time? Yeah. I remember falling in it last week and wondering if I broke the axle. And so anyhow, I'll be over there on the 6th, and I will definitely, let's see, that is a Wednesday, the 6th, and so maybe my first Sunday column, because I will have a column this Sunday. This Saturday, by the way, will be my, you know, I've done these series of retrospective columns, be one on the most memorable events I covered. Some of them won't surprise you, a few of them probably will, but they meant a lot to me, and I'm going to mention also a few events that I didn't cover that I sure would like to have. Some of them I didn't have an opportunity to, simply because of timing. A venue that I wish I could have covered a game in may have been torn down and no longer exist, and so there'll be a little bit of that on Saturday, and then on Sunday is the sort of the farewell column, and so just so you know, those are coming up if those interest you. That's on the 2nd and the 3rd of June, and then the following Sunday would be the first of those sort of freelance columns, if you will, for the paper, and undoubtedly that will be in some kind of response to whatever Josh has to tell us about on the 6th, assuming that comes off as I was told it would. And so all that stuff going on, and this, we're in a slow period here. You know, let's face it, this is camps, this is coaches' vacations, this is so there'll be some summer evaluation in basketball, obviously, some clinics in football that Lovie and his staff will be jetting around the country to, as they try to spread the word and sprinkle some seeds and see if they can get a crop of recruits out of it. And then before you know it, we'll be to the end of July when the Big Ten Media Day happens, and that is sort of, and always has been in my mind, the signal of, football is about to get going, and then right away, early in August, we will have training camp, and then we'll start to learn about things, about this quarterback from Virginia Tech, about the freshmen who did not enroll early, the majority of them did not, and people like Coran Taylor, and what do they look like? You don't know. Nobody knew what Bennett Williams would look like coming out of California. We just thought he was a guy, and it turns out he's a really, really, really good guy. Really, really, really good player. And there may be some of those. I hope there is. I expect that there will be. And so all that's to come. And so that's all for today. Appreciate you riding along. And just have a great rest of the week. And we'll talk to you next Tuesday. And then I'll probably be taking a week off because I'm going up to Minnesota walleye fishing for a week. I got to go up there and need to feel the tug on the line, you know what I mean? And we'll talk about that when I get back. But so whatever that, let's see, that would be the, about the 12th. Does that sound right? Yeah, maybe the 12th, the Tuesday the 12th, when I would normally do one, I will not. So it would be the 19th when I'm back. And so, we'll do something next week, that's for sure. Anyhow, thanks for riding along. Appreciate it a bunch. We're supposed to get rain this afternoon. Stay well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.